taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Team looking to regroup after last week's 18-15 loss at Washington. On the injury report, Montez Sweat upgraded from a non-participant Wednesday to limited on Thursday. Tevin Jenkins limited Wednesday. He's dealing with a knee injury. Jaquan Brisker remains out. The safety's got a concussion. Defensive back Kyler Gordon dealing with a hamstring injury. The Blackhawks continue a road trip tomorrow at Los Angeles against the Kings. LA 6-3-2, 3-0 at home. The Blackhawks are 3-7-1, 2-4-1 away from home. Last night they blew a 2-1 lead and fell 3-2 at San Jose. The Sharks have won 3 straight. Home game tomorrow for number 24 Illinois. The Illini square off with Minnesota. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive.
I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the second bite is like fresh American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide.
Big opportunities don't wait for the winter meeting season. Stay in the know now with Compeer Financial's Agri-Mindset webinars, where industry experts bring you the latest in ag, and you don't have to leave the farm to listen in. Join us August 21st at 1 o'clock for an in-depth hour on navigating technology investments to benefit your farm in today's market. Sign up for Compeer's next Agri-Mindset webinar at compeer.com/register. Compeer Financial is an equal credit opportunity lender and provider. Copyright 2024. All rights reserved.
Anderson Japanese Gardens, ranked the highest quality Japanese garden in North America and located right in the heart of Rockford. Their mission is to open minds to a different culture while offering a place of peace and tranquility where one can find healing, renewal, inspiration, and a re-energized soul. A premier destination for corporate functions, special events, weddings, and receptions. For directions, hours, and fees, visit andersongarden.org today.
All right, good morning. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Happy Friday, everybody. It is the day after Halloween. Hopefully everyone had a good Halloween. I'd say we got a good amount of trick-or-treaters. Maybe like 30. I don't know if that's good. Probably not. I don't know. I felt like we got more this year at our in our neighborhood than we did last year, though. So that was nice. Hopefully everyone had a good Halloween. Hopefully it was relaxing and fun. Happy November 1st. We're officially now into the month of November, which of course, as you know, means that the temperatures are going to start to drop. Yes, they're going to start to drop. We're seeing beautiful sunny skies today in the 50s right now, so it's definitely fall temperatures outside. But again, we've got beautiful sunny skies outside today, so that's something very much so to be grateful for. And of course, we've got some fun things coming up here for the holidays, as well as some great activities to participate in, which we are definitely going to be talking about today here on Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. Don't forget, we're streaming live here on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. If you'd like to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell, you can keep up to date and in the loop with what's happening here in the Fox River Valley, and of course also with WRMN. Now, I definitely do love things when it comes to films. Yes, especially recognizing some unique films as well too, whether it is, of course, a short film or a long film, especially when it's made by someone who is maybe not in the Hollywood scene, or also could be as well too, but recognizing those directors and producers is important. And we've got here some very special guests here in the studio today. I want to welcome, of course, John and Sam. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having us.
How are you both doing today?
We're staying warm. You're right. The temperature has dipped.
Yes.
November is upon us, but we're doing good.
Definitely. John, of course, we know who John is here. If you want to introduce yourself.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Matt. I'm John Zaglou. I'm our communications manager for the city of Aurora, Illinois. So we're here on behalf of Aurora, not here a part of Elgin, here of Aurora today. I know you guys had somebody from Elgin on just a moment ago on your other show. But we're going to be talking about some really cool things happening, as you had said, in regards to film in Aurora. It's going to be a big weekend for us coming up next weekend, November 8th and 9th.
There you go. Hey, you're part of Aurora, which means you're part of the Fox River Valley, which is what we cover here on WRMN. So that's awesome. So we've got here a pretty cool event. I want to make sure, of course, I bring it up on the screen as well so that people can see it. This is coming up November 8th and 9th in downtown Aurora. It is the City of Lights Film Festival. This is a pretty cool event to go to. Pretty exciting. If you folks want to tell us a little bit about what this event is about, and kind of, just kind of a general basis there, and then we'll go from there.
I could take that one. Yeah. So this began last year in the city of Aurora. Last year was an initial event done by the Community Services and, at the time, the Mayor's Office of Community Affairs Departments. They came together to put together the first ever City of Lights Film Festival. And last year, there were a number of feature films, there were shorts that were shown, and they were taking place at many different places throughout downtown Aurora. So I believe there were 4 locations last year. Certainly got some good interest, but this year, I would say we're really stepping up our game. There's going to be a lot of fun things happening. I know Sam could go into detail more about the specific films and the features that are coming, but to give you an idea, at least, we're going to have a number of features. We're going to have audience awards for the first time ever. And the big kicker, the thing that we're really excited about, is that Cole Bennett, the founder of Lyrical Lemonade, a well-known music video director, very well-known in that sort of music circle, he's going to be coming out live in person Saturday night to give kind of a Q&A/a talk to everybody in attendance about how he grew up in Plano, Illinois, spent his youth years in Aurora, making music videos on a small camcorder, to now making music videos for Eminem and Juice WRLD.
Wow.
A lot of people have seen his work and know about him. Now he's going to be in Aurora that night to speak to everybody. So, it's really going to be a big event. Last year was fun, and certainly got some interest generated. But this year, I think we're really hoping to get many more people to come out, spend some time in downtown Aurora, eat, drink downtown Aurora, and then obviously watch some great films.
That sounds like a lot of fun. And like you said, you've had this before. What are some new strategies are you using to engage with the festival's audience this year that might have been not done last year, that you're doing something new?
Yeah, so as John said, a big push this year was to engage younger folk. So that was sort of the reasoning behind introducing music videos as a new category this year. Music videos in a lot of festivals, including short film festivals, just like Elgin has, are considered creative short films. So we really wanted, as far as opening up the accessibility, not only to view all of these films, but also to get people's work out there. A lot of our music videos are from people that were born and raised in Aurora in the suburbs, and that's what we want to see. So definitely engaging folk in that way. We also want the festival this year to be a community festival. That's why all of our venues are within walking distance downtown, including opening night at Two Brothers Roundhouse. We have a handful of businesses that are featured players. So those are businesses that are offering discounts or specialty drinks for film festival ticket holders. We want it to be something that the entire community is involved in. Aurora downtown has a very close-knit sort of vibe aesthetically, but also experientially with our businesses. So we want to make sure that when people are coming for the festival, they're coming for the festival, they're staying for the festival, but in between, they're patronizing downtown businesses. They're talking with their friends about what they just saw over a coffee at Society 57 or over a cocktail at French 75, you know? So we definitely want to make sure it's accessible in that way.
I think that's great too. I mean, the fact that, of course, other local businesses are getting involved, how exciting is that for them, especially to have an event like this that lots of people are going to be coming to, which means for those businesses, hey, there's lots of people that are going to be in the area. So that also lets us to kind of promote our business even further as well too. So it's all working together as a community, which is pretty cool too. And it's also fun, of course, when you get to, like you said, you get to see the film, then you get to go to one of the businesses, just kind of kick back, relax, and enjoy the presence of the business and others as well too.
Absolutely. So it's all about discourse. It's all about enjoying, the whole idea behind a film festival is to bring art to the small screen in that way. We have films that have premiered at Tribeca and South by Southwest and Sundance, as well as international festivals, but we're bringing them from those sort of seemingly far off places to Aurora, bringing them home, right? And for a really, again, accessible price for people to come and spend the whole day just watching movies and then talking about it with their like-minded folk. We're going to have people from the Elgin Short Film Festival and from the Aurora Film Society at our opening night panel to talk about what it means to create these spaces for people to come and gather, watch film, talk about how it makes them feel, disagree, argue within a calm, collected space. So we're really excited. Like John said, this initiative was started last year, but our aim is to have it grow every year.
That's awesome. That's a great, of course, thing to do when it comes to film. Of course, with technology advancing and the world of film also advancing too. You want to recognize all the different ideas being put onto the screen by so many creative people. How do you go about gathering all of these great filmmakers?
Yeah, so we have a really excellent team of program coordinators and assistants behind us who work with different distributors to pull films that have either been in sort of the docket of releases for a while or that are really newly acquired, right? So one of our premier feature films this year is Good One, which just premiered at the Sundance Film Festival in 2024. It was just nominated for a Gotham Award. But we also, the nature of independent film is that it's a constant fight to get these films seen, right? And the more they get seen, that's how their popularity grows, and that's how the incredible talent behind them get amplified even more. So we have program coordinators behind the scenes who are working with distributors to help bring some of these amazing, internationally recognized and nationally recognized films to Aurora. But then, we also good old-fashioned, calling out for local filmmakers. So that's how our short films and our music videos have been solicited, is by putting out the call for, students who are just getting their feet wet, much like Cole Bennett. That's why it's very significant that we have Cole joining us, because he's a testament to what having a video camera, picking up a video camera can yield.
Absolutely. That's going to be great for aspiring filmmakers too, that you have that the fact that he's going to be there is going to arise joy in the sense that he was able to do it. Why can't I? And so you can get inspiration from all of these different filmmakers, which I think is great. And of course, how do you go about trying to I'll put it this way. So of course, with technology growing and everything's at our fingertips, how do you try to convince people that, hey, this is more than just watching a film, it's coming out in person? How do you try to convince people that? Because again, like we said, we've got everything at our fingertips. People could just say, well, I could just watch it on my phone and or on my tablet.
Sure. A lot of these films are not on streaming. They're not at your fingertips in that way. They're not even at your local library. These are films that are still constantly fighting to get seen. And small or larger scale, rather, film festivals like Sundance or Tribeca or even the Chicago International Film Festival, which just happened, there's still a little bit of a lack of accessibility, not only in travel or in ticket pricing, and also just navigating those larger festival dynamics. So, out and out, the idea of coming to Aurora in our hometown, being able to see some of these films, there's a big draw there in that way. But I also think that Aurora is unique in its ability to grow its own garden. There's a lot of, we have a lot of festivals, we have a lot of citywide events that are built by the people that are enjoying them and celebrating them. And so there is that draw, as well as just coming out for any other weekend and enjoying what's around you downtown.
Absolutely. And of course, you can't go wrong with the food as well. Get some good food, Oh my goodness. Do you have any personal favorites that you're looking forward to?
John, what's your personal favorite downtown?
Oh man.
Limited to downtown, of course, because Aurora is large and large and large. Yeah.
Yeah, downtown, there's so many different places you can go. And the real cool part about downtown Aurora is now, especially with just the transformation over the past year, let alone what's to come, there are going to be a variety of different cuisines for you to choose from. If you want Mexican food, there's La Quinta de los Reyes, there's El Tío, there's Durango, really good Mexican restaurants. But there's a brand new Asian fusion restaurant that's made headlines called Leilani Asian Fusion. And that's right in the heart of downtown off of Galena Boulevard. And that's been a wild success. And then there are going to be a couple of more restaurants coming too, including a kind of a pasta place going to be called Giardino. There's also going to be a French Creole restaurant coming in the next couple of months as well. So really, there's a variety of different places that you could go downtown, get a good bite to eat. And the best part is you're supporting all these different small businesses. At the end of the day, these are not chains, giant corporations. Now, hey, you want to go do that? There are many other places in Aurora to go do that. But especially in the downtown area, it really goes back to our mayor and our economic development team. They prioritize bringing in small business to downtown. That way, this downtown area is going to be thriving with all of these mom and pop shops who do something on a specialty level really, really well. A really good taco, a really good Asian fusion place, a really good French Creole restaurant. All of these places are really serving a lot of different people. And that it attracts so many people to Aurora because at the end of the day, it's not your regular, downtown eatery in any town USA. There are specific restaurants in Aurora that are specific to Aurora that bring people out just for that restaurant. So that's really exciting. So I guess the long and the short of it is there are a lot of different places to go. And when you're going to be at this film festival next week, Friday and Saturday, you don't need to worry about food. There are going to be a lot of different places you can go to get a quality bite to eat.
Oh, yeah. And just as an incentive, too, if I can push some of our featured players downtown, which are spots that if you show your film festival, your City of Lights Film Festival ticket, you can receive any number of discounts at their location. So some of my favorite place, of course, Ballydoyle Irish Pub. You can get yourself a free side of Irish chips, which go with everything on the menu if you flash your Film Fest ticket. La Quinta is also one of our featured players, Legacy Fitness and Nutrition, which offers amazing acai bowls and protein shakes. And then French 75, which is probably, it's not food, it's a cocktail restaurant, is probably my favorite spot. And they are actually creating a specialty custom cocktail for us called the Director's Cut. And so if you want to feel like one of the stars after taking in an independent film, go ahead over to French 75, show your ticket, and you will have access to that specialty cocktail, which is great.
So it's called French 75 on Galena Boulevard.
Yes.
Oh, that's a nice place to go to. I'll pull it up on the screen so people can see it.
It's lovely. They've got local art, which is for sale. They've got handmade cocktails. They're lovely.
That is really cool. I think that's awesome too, that they're actually creating a specific drink for this event. That's always fun too, because then you get to kind of wonder, and then of course see play out what they have in store, which is pretty cool, and for a limited time offer as well too, which is great. How long has this event been in the works?
Really, planning goes back into the spring. That's when we start looking at all of the national festivals, seeing what's coming out there, and working with our program coordinator behind the scenes to see what we can source, nailing down the venues to, again, make sure that everything is within walking distance downtown so that people don't have to worry about how they're going to get to each of the screening locations. And this year it is a little bit different. We have opening night on Friday the 8th, which is at Two Brothers Roundhouse. Which will feature a film shot and set in Chicago by Chicago-based filmmaker Harula Rose. We'll have a panel with some local film organizations. We will play the film, and then we'll have some of the talent behind the film up on stage to answer questions, talk about the process, talk about what it's like filming in Chicago, working with people from the surrounding area. And then Saturday is a full day of screenings, and so that's when people can come and bop around downtown and, again, choose where they want to spend their time in between. But this process it definitely goes back several months, and it's a team effort. We're working not only with venues that we have an incredible relationship with, thankfully, but we're also working with filmmakers, and we're working with shop owners and restaurant owners, and we're working with designers to make sure that the experience, again, is one that is open, but also very well curated to our audience.
Absolutely, and a very memorable one too. It definitely is great. So day 2, it's starting at 11 a.m., correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, people can go out, get some breakfast, and then get all energized for the screenings across. It says 3 different venues in downtown Aurora. So there's documentaries, short films, as well. There are 2 newest entries and music videos. So that's awesome.
Yeah, so we have about 6 full-length features, about a dozen short films and music videos. And your $20 ticket on Saturday gains you entry into 3 different blocks of screenings, and you can choose to take in short film, documentary features, or narrative features.
Awesome. Now, how can people find more information about this event and or also purchase tickets too?
Yeah, so all you got to do is you go to www.aurora-il.org/filmfest. Very simple. Easy for everybody to get to, right on the website. Then from there, you can get some general information on the films in and of itself. You could also click on the link for tickets. When you click on that link, it'll send you to an Eventbrite link. You buy the tickets there. You could also look at the full schedule, pick which day you want to go because there are different packages for different tickets. So all you got to do is go to www.aurora-il.org/film festival.
And keep an eye on our social media. We've been amplifying some of the films that will be featured, including synopses, images, what other awards they might have been received. So you can get a little sneak peek before you see it in Aurora.
That is awesome. So cool. And I think that's great too. Here, I'll pull it up on the, I've got it up on the screen here. Aurora-il.org. This is City of Lights Film Festival. Now, is this the particular location or is there another one here? I think maybe there was a second one. It was, I'm gonna have to type it in here.
So this is the actual webpage. If you scroll down a little bit, there's a link that talks about tickets and schedule of events. It says click there, then boom, you're going to go right to the Eventbrite page. Here's the Eventbrite, and from here you could select whichever package you'd like, and then you'll be all set to go. The tickets go right to your email, scan them in, you're good to go.
Awesome.
We have Garrett popcorn at every location, so you just have to come ready for some film and ready for some popcorn.
Oh my goodness, that sounds good. Of course, yeah, you can't go wrong with popcorn, especially when you're watching a movie as well too. I think it's great here. You've also got the agendas for the day. So you've got where the screening block 1, 2, and 3 are, and then also I know as well that coming up later that night, it would be Saturday night to close the festival. That's where Cole is going to be. It's at the venue, correct?
Yes.
That's going to be I am very excited about that. I have a personal affinity for it, considering that there were talks about this happening way back in January and February, kind of just preliminary talks about who could we get, right? Who could we get to really make a splash with this film festival on closing night? And, credit really to Cole Bennett and his team. They've been very, very accommodating. They've been welcoming. They've actually made a limited run, City of Lights Film Festival T-shirts that are going to be for sale, limited run. So if anybody out there is a big Lyrical Lemonade fan, you're going to want to get your hands on this merchandise as well. And we're going to have also Lyrical Lemonade stickers there. We're going to have our own stickers too, City of Lights Film Festival stickers for the first time. So there's going to be some merchandise even there for purchase, not too expensive. You can get your hands on something that's certainly exclusive and limited and run. And again, it's going to be great for Cole. And the reason why he even agreed to this was because it was really cool for him to come back home. He grew up in Plano, Illinois, which is very close to Aurora. And, he spent a lot of his time as a kid in downtown Aurora with that camcorder, just trying to put something together, put together these very basic music videos, trying to figure out how we could make it big. Obviously, now he has certainly made it big. So for him, it's really a homecoming opportunity to come home, speak to everybody in that room, whether it's children, whether it's young adults or older adults who know of his work. Let them know, hey, here's how I did it. Here's how you could do it. And it's great to be back home. So I think it's really going to close this whole thing, making everybody feel good. They're already going to get some great films. They're going to get some great food in Aurora. And they get to see an A-lister, really, a top talent come back home and explain to them how he did what he did. So I think that's going to cap off the whole fest perfectly.
Absolutely. I think that's, like you said, it's a great way to end the festival as kind of like a finale. And it definitely should be a good time. Very cool. I also see here on the website towards the bottom, you've got parking information. So you've got the Aurora downtown parking map, which is, of course, pretty easy to read as well here, too. I'll zoom up a little bit here.
We're also very close to the Metro BNSF Aurora stop, of course. It's just across the street from Two Brothers Roundhouse, which is where opening night is. But on Saturday, if you were to take the train down, you're walking no more than half a mile
awesome.
to our venues.
This has really been planned out very well. I was, you probably knew that with it being close to the metro. You're like, oh, this is a good location for us to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Again, accessibility is really key. We want to make sure that people who don't want to fight their way in the city, Chicago can still have at their fingertips culture and art and conversation and great food and community.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, I want to thank both of you for coming on here today. We've got about 2 minutes left. I'll ask you this. For those out there who maybe aren't big into the film festivals, how would you encourage that they come on out here? What would you say to folks like that who are like, I don't know if this is something for me. Maybe I want to try it. What would you say?
Sure. I'd say, the decision to try something is the first step, right? Mm-hmm. The decision to do something outside of your comfort zone is the first step. And when you're coming to downtown Aurora specifically, it's never a lost cause because, again, at your fingertips, steps away are local shops, great food, beautiful views. So, come take in a short film. And if it's not your cup of tea, I guarantee you will find something downtown that will be. So, again, film is not something that is for those with advanced degrees. It is for all. It is for everyone. And we have stories that will be told that are universal. Those that will make you cry, those that will make you laugh, those that will make you think. And so, again, film is for everyone. And so I want to encourage people who think it's outside of their comfort zone. It probably is. And that's every more reason to try it.
Absolutely. I want to thank both of you, Sam and John, for joining us today. Folks, if you want to check out more information, please feel free to visit their website at aurora-il.org / that's the City of Lights Film Festival coming up November 8th and 9th. Pretty exciting. Again, thanks so much for joining us today. Folks, we're going to take a quick time out. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley, of course, also Aurora as well. Thank you again for tuning in here. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch with WRMN and more in just a little bit. Of course, stay tuned.
This is WRMN News. For a local focus, I'm Ben Boquist. Celebrate Giving Tuesday all season long by donating, volunteering, and spreading the word about these amazing local Elgin organizations. For example, the Elgin History Museum. The Elgin History Museum preserves and shares the rich history of Elgin through educational programming and community events. Those who wish to get involved can become a member of the museum, make a financial donation, or become a volunteer. Learn more at elginhistory.org. Also check out Food for Greater Elgin. This nonprofit organization fights food insecurity in the greater Elgin area, operating food pantries, meal programs, and other initiatives for those in need. Donations of time, money, and advocacy are always welcome. Learn more at foodforgreaterelgin.org. And Hamilton Wings. Hamilton Wings strives to build the academic readiness and leadership development of children with societal and/or economic challenges through creative education. The nonprofit also provides families tools and strategies to best support their children, as well as workshops and resources to connect the broader Elgin community. Learn more at hamiltonwings.org or Elgin's YWCA. YWCA Elgin is dedicated to empowering women and eliminating racism, allowing women and their families to achieve their fullest potential. Programs and services include childcare, educational opportunities, domestic violence support, and racial justice initiatives. Learn more at ywcaelgin.org. For a local focus, I'm Ben Boquist. WRMN News, produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network.
From morning coffee to your evening commute, WRMN 1410 AM is here for you. The faithful friend that brings you local news, timely topics, and the friendliest voices in the Valley. Stay informed, entertained, and engaged with our full lineup of shows, streaming all day, every day at WRMN1410.com or on the WRMN app. Wherever you are, we're right there with you. So why switch stations? Stick with the one that has it all. WRMN 1410 AM, your daily companion, your constant conversation.
There's a price war in the insurance business, and you may be paying too much. Call the Term Lifeline right now and see if you can save 40%. $500,000 plans and up, that's our specialty. Even great smokers' rates. Protect your family today. Call the Term Lifeline right now for a free quote. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM. 866-509-TERM.
Be sure to catch the first shift weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. for important information like fire tips from Elgin Fire Chief Rob Sagan.
The thing in the winter that we're more concerned with is carbon monoxide, because that we don't get in the summer. That carbon monoxide issues occur because of heating equipment. Anything that burns natural gas, if it is faulty, can generate high levels of carbon monoxide, which in time can be. So I can't emphasize enough the importance of having carbon monoxide detectors in your home. Every single year you will see somewhere in the country, and usually we'll get one or two in the Chicagoland area, where you'll see multiple fatalities in one home. You can't smell carbon monoxide, you can't taste carbon monoxide, you have no idea it's happening. And so it's critically important that you have the right detectors in your home.
It's the first shift weekday mornings at 6 a.m. with me, Marky B, right here on WRMN.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town. Here's that music ending beautifully here. I always love it when it does that. Very nice. It's nice. Welcome to Out to Lunch with WRMN, continuing on here in the 11 o'clock hour. We hope you are enjoying the show so far. If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, feel free to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. You can also contact us through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. And don't forget, City of Lights Film Festival. Thank you to John and Sam for stopping in today to talk about this awesome event coming up. Not this weekend, but the next weekend, November 8th through the 9th. That is downtown Aurora's City of Lights Film Festival. Check out more information at aurora.il.org. We also do have another special guest here. Welcome. It's Mr. Pellerinos. How are you doing today?
Fine. It's a pleasure to be here. This is one of my favorite radio stations. Not only am I a periodic broadcaster on here, but I am an avid listener.
I know you are.
And you were doing Author's Corner or Author's Segment last week, so
yes.
They invited me to come in and talk about my book, which I've promoted over the next couple of months. And you know what? I want to thank you. When we were doing Four Corners Radio during the summer, you were the best producer I ever had.
Thank you.
And we had some great times, and we had a weird event one day. The circuit board blew up on us, right?
Yeah. But we made it work.
Yeah, it was. We were getting feedback. We tried to play a pre-recorded commercial while we were working on. You know, that's the problem when you go live. Live radio is just like live television used to be in the 50s. Anything can happen.
That's right.
And you have to deal with it. It's always nice to be pre-recorded. Everything's nicely edited, but you don't always have that. How can I say it? That naturalness to it. You know what I mean?
Raw.
Spontaneity.
Raw. Mm-hmm.
That's the word I was looking for.
I've never heard of that before.
I'm sorry?
I've never heard of that before.
Spontaneous.
Oh, spontaneous. Oh, okay.
Spontaneity is a form of spontaneous.
I didn't know that.
I should have been an English teacher, right?
I know.
I'm only an author of 2 books. I think I know. I think I know vocabulary a little.
Hey, now not only did I buy a copy of this book from Amazon for myself, but I also have ordered several copies. Christmas gifts. What was that, right?
Yes, the holidays are coming up, and the book is, if you're just joining us, is DUI Jury Trial. This is the book I, along with 2 attorneys, wrote about a DUI case that took place in DuPage County in the man was arrested in 2016, but the trial, to get to trial, took 3 years. It did not go to trial until 2019. And it went to a jury trial, and it was just a bizarre series of circumstances that we document in the book. And the first few chapters do the backstory. The man was a truck driver, and he had a CDL, which is a commercial driver's license. If you get a DUI and you're a CDL holder, not only does your driver's license get suspended, but your CDL gets disqualified. Means you're disqualified from driving a truck over 26,000 pounds. And if that's your livelihood, you're out of business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you need your family to support your family, to pay your mortgage, to pay your bills. Truck drivers that can't drive trucks bring nothing in.
Right.
So it was a very complex case, but we simplified it in the book. And on chapter 6, we put the entire transcripts from the trial. Real easy to read. Let me do a little close up here. It's all the dialogue from the trial. Transcript is the questions that were asked, such as the questions by the prosecutors, the defense attorneys, the state trooper that testified, and myself as an expert witness. I was brought on because of my experience in the police department and my educational training. I'm a standard field sobriety testing instructor, as well as a breathalyzer operator. I taught policemen, and I teach classes to attorneys, both defense attorneys and prosecutors. I don't discriminate. It's open to everybody. This is public knowledge. And we put it all in here, and we just kept, this trial went so long, people were asking us, what's happening with it? What's happening? It became almost infamous in DuPage County. And so we decided when it was done, we decided to document it. We pulled the transcripts. I wrote the book. I wrote backstories. And like you said, it makes a good gift. If people like a physical object to give, you know, this is a good thing to give. You wrap it up. You give it as a gift to any avid reader. Doesn't have to be a lawyer or a policeman, but it's good story reading. Now, if you have a friend or a relative that's a policeman or even an attorney, my first book, DUIs Decoded, this is perfect for them, because if they're making DUI arrests, it has all my lesson plans in there. Plus, it has the penalties. What happens when you're a first-time DUI? Second-time DUI, the penalties. They're all in there. So I put a lot of, this book was rated back in 2013. The facts are still the same. So just to give you an example, a first-time DUI, you're entitled to court supervision. You're going to get a fine up to $2,500. And it's a Class A misdemeanor, which means they can put you in jail up to 365 days. Now, that's rare, but that's the technical penalty. So for a second-time DUI, it's a Class A misdemeanor, but there is no court supervision. And here's the key. Once you get a DUI and you get court supervision, you can never get court supervision under DUI again, even 20 years later. There is no time frame. It doesn't refresh itself. So if you take court supervision on your first DUI, you can never get it again. So a lot of people now are deciding to go to trial. Let's take our chances at trial, because if we lose, we still have the option for court supervision. We're still eligible. A good attorney can argue that it should get supervision. If we win, you win the case, you walk away. And they're reaching out to me as an expert witness to review their cases, and I do that. That's my livelihood besides radio broadcasting. So it's on Amazon.com. DUIs Decoded, William Pellerino's. That makes a great book for police officers that are street cops. All my lesson plans are in there. DUI Jury Trial is a great book for everybody, including lawyers and policemen.
Mm-hmm.
And I know some of your family members are looking forward to reading it.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I should suggest it maybe the jury trial. My Uncle Brian, he's a lawyer.
A DUI, and I don't condone drunk driving. Nobody condones drunk driving. But there's parameters. There's people that are just on the cusp of 08 is the per se, where your driver's license gets suspended. But there's people right on the cusp, 081, 079. They're right on the cusp of getting suspended. But that doesn't mean they can't be arrested for DUI. Mm-hmm. So even if your breathalyzer is under 08, if you're 079, 07, you can still be arrested for DUI. 06, 055. So it happens, and people don't understand this. It just means the suspension of your driver's license not taking effect if you're not over 08.
Yeah.
So everything's in there, and that's what we've been talking about. And I've been going to a lot of these locals because I want to set up some book signing, because on my last show here, people were calling in, and you know it. Mm-hmm. 2 weeks before, nobody called in.
Yeah.
During the summer.
Yeah.
I had no call-ins, but on my last day, we must have had a dozen people call in. We got a few on the air, but I had to call 6 people on my cell phone on my way home. Mm-hmm. And they asked me questions, and they just waited for the last episode. And what I try to do on my show, before I did Four Corners here in the summer, I had Legal Eagles on WCGO 1590 AM for 8 years. And we try to make people understand the legal system, getting caught up in the legal system. Mm-hmm. What's happened to other people. I've had many lawyers on that show, many lawyers, and different types of lawyers. Lawyers that deal with DUIs, lawyers that deal with domestic battery, lawyers that deal with domestic battery victims. I had a domestic victim advocate attorney on. She did a great episode. It's archived. And this is what I try to tell people. I try to warn people, because I hate the 4 words. I didn't know that. So we try to get the message out. Mm-hmm. And in my book, DUI Jury Trial, it's not just about the DUIs, but as we go to one of the later chapters, chapter 12, I talk about my broadcasts and tips and clues I've given over the years with attorneys, not only talking about DUI, but talking about other types of cases and people that have been burglarized. Here's the number 1 rule. I have discussed the following suggestions on talk radio. Number 1 rule. When you deviate from your normal routine, disaster happens. Have you ever heard that?
I have.
Yeah. And that's what happens. You go out of the house, but you don't put the alarm on because you're only going for 5 minutes. That's when a burglar's going to catch you. Mm-hmm. It's happened to so many people. I can't believe that. The one night you leave your car unlocked, the car thief will come in, ramage through your car, hit your garage door open, and go in your garage. It's that one night. Yeah. It's always that one time. So that, and let me give you a prime example, and it's in my book, and there's about 40 pages of this stuff. A prime example of this rule is not locking up your parked cars at home. Car thieves and burglars easily access your vehicle if it's unlocked. Then use the garage door opener to pop open your garage.
That's scary.
And here's what's happened to people. Because they have their cars inside locked garage, they leave the keys in there
Really?
Out of laziness, simple laziness. There's no other explanation. And they steal the cars. I've known this has happened at least during the summer, at least 30 times.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. I followed the local papers about the crime blotters all over, Des Plaines, Mount Prospect, Winnetka, down south in Orland Park, Antioch. Plus, I talked to the policeman. What's been happening? Oh, they got in this guy's garage. They went in both cars. They stole both cars because they had the keys in there.
Oh, my goodness me.
And another mistake people make when they got attached garages, they don't lock that inner door that leads from the garage into the house because they think the garage door is closed. But if the burglar opens up your garage door, now he's the access to your house.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You don't want these people in your house. You don't want a home invasion.
Exactly.
Something terrible can happen. And that's a lot of tips and clues I give you. Are we going to commercial?
We're going to go to a break pretty soon here. We'll be back with more Out to Lunch. Stay tuned. You're listening to WRMN AM 1410. America's Best Restaurants travels the country and features restaurants that you should visit each week. Recently, the cast and crew made their way to Renata's German Restaurant in Hanover Park. Renata serves old family recipes and delicious German-influenced food. Renata's also specializes in a wide variety of traditional German baked goods, too. So, if you've yet to visit Renata's, try America's Best Restaurants choice. Drop in soon for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Visit renatasgermanrestaurant.com.
Looking to stay informed on the political issues that truly matter? I'm Dennis Sonar Green, inviting you to join me every weekday from 4 to 6 p.m. on WRMN for A Political Talk Show. WRMN, the talk of the town, is where you'll find clear, balanced analysis of the day's biggest news. We dig into the headlines, cutting through the noise to deliver the facts and insights you need to stay informed. Whether you're deeply into politics or just want to understand what's going on, this show offers the depth and perspectives that matter. Tune in every weekday from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on WRMN and be part of the conversation that's shaping our community. Let's navigate today's political landscape together on A Political Talk Show, only on WRMN, the talk of the town.
There's a hidden gem in Elgin's South End. It harkens back to the days when going to a diner with family and friends was where everybody gathered for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Ray's Family Restaurant at 801 St. Charles Street in Elgin is a diner that you'll love with tasty food. The atmosphere and the staff are friendly and fast. They're open until 3 p.m. daily. You can never go wrong with Ray's. Visit raysfamilyrestaurant.com. That's raysfamilyrestaurant.com.
Garibaldi's Italian Eatery offers Italian dishes, subs, kids menus, and their delicious pizza. The foundation of a great pizza starts with the crust. Garibaldi's crust is crunchy at the bottom, airy in the middle, and perfect every time. The finest ingredients are used to give their pizza this exquisite crust and wonderful taste. Dine at either of the Garibaldi's 2 locations in Hoffman Estates and Arlington Heights. Free party rooms are available too. Visit Garibaldis.com today.
Businesses come in all shapes and sizes. Integrity doesn't. For more than a century, the Better Business Bureau has set the standards for how businesses should operate honestly and ethically. So when you're looking for a business you can trust, check to see who's BBB accredited and who isn't. Always choose the Better Business. Look for the BBB seal because it's looking out for you. That's why it's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We've got Brendan listening in. Hello, everybody. I'm listening. Hi, Brendan. Hopefully you're having a good day so far.
And we were talking about my book, DUI Jury Trial, which is on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. And Matt said he's buying it as a holiday gift for his family and friends. I appreciate that, Matt. It's a great gift. And I like that you mentioned that. I like to give physical objects as gifts, a DVD, a book. I know people are streaming, but you know what? How can you give a streaming channel? Here, Merry Christmas. You can't. I get a DVD, and some DVDs are less than $10. You know what I mean? So I give a DVD, or I go shopping, and I like to physically shop it in brick and mortar stores, you know.
Yep.
So today I'm going to take a little walk down to that Retro Records, see what they got over there, because I know what people like. My daughter's boyfriend's a Harry Potter fan, so if I find Harry Potter memorabilia, you know, I buy it for him. It's different. An album, a CD, something, you know.
It's coming up to the holiday season.
Yes, the holiday
Already.
season. And we got to give gifts, and it's nice to have a unique gift instead of nonsense. You know, I used to get fruitcakes from my friend's wife years ago. Who eats fruitcakes?
I used to get some from my great aunt, Betty, maybe. Or maybe it was something else. She gave us a little container of some jams and jellies and stuff.
This was a big selling feature to ladies. Ladies, get fruitcakes for Christmas. They tasted horrible. Just my opinion. If you like them, that's fine. They taste, and this is good for out to lunch.
Yeah.
They tasted horrible, but you know what? If you get a gift, you can't say, I dislike you. Say, thank you very much. And then you throw in the garbage after they leave.
Oh, my goodness me.
You know how many fruitcakes went in that garbage?
I tolerate fruitcake. I've had it before. But.
Anyways, this other thing I want to talk about, we were talking about my last show during the summer. It was on Saturdays. It was called Four Corners Radio. I gravitated here from WCGO in Evanston, and I had Legal Eagles there for 8 years. I called it Four Corners because we had to come up with something real quick, and I tried to make four corners of the conversation. But so many people have called in, and so many things have happened that the management here, the GM, asked me nicely if not to wait till Memorial Day to return, because I've always been seasonal, but to come back early. So I'm making arrangements to come back on Friday afternoons at 1 p.m.,
Nice.
beginning January 3rd, right after the New Year. So I'll be 1 till 2. And as we were discussing what I was talking about Four Corners and Legal Eagles was my life experience dealing in the legal system, dealing with diabetes, dealing with other people that have had ailments. I brought addicts onto the show, how they overcome drug and alcohol addiction. This is what helps people. And it makes interesting talk, you know. And people understand other people's aspects of their lives and everything. So I'm going to call my upcoming show Life Experiences with William Pellerinos.
Nice.
Not only my life experience, but I'm bringing guests on. People that have been, people that have undergone cancer treatment. 1.8 million people a year are afflicted with some type of cancer. I just had a friend of mine just finished radiation treatment for prostate cancer. He's only 46 years old.
Yeah.
But he caught it early. And that's another thing. A lot of people don't go to yearly physicals with the doctors. They just get on their, they just go on their daily business and they get involved in the day-to-day activities, and they don't have yearly or semi-annual visits with the doctor. Now me, being diabetic, my doc wants to see me every 4 months. So that's my primary care physician, PCP. But I also see my podiatrist, because diabetics cannot afford any injuries to their legs. I know 2 people who resulted in amputation, and within 2 years of the amputation, they were dead. So I also see a podiatrist. So these are life experiences that I go through, other diabetics go through. These are things to know. You may not be diabetic, but you may have a friend or a family member that's diabetic, an aunt, an uncle, somebody, and you have to know what to be cautious of. Be cautious. When I'm walking, I always look down. I don't want to step in a pothole or a gopher hole or trip over a curb. I cannot afford injuries to my legs, and no diabetic can. So I'm always looking down. So if you know somebody's a diabetic, always keep your distance from their feet. You don't want to step on those toes or trip into them.
Have you ever thought of writing a book about diabetes?
Yes, but I'm trying to get out DUI. Yeah. DUI jury trial right now, folks. Yes, I will, but there's so many. And a friend of mine wants me to write a cookbook. I grew up prior to me being a policeman and prior to me being in the Navy, I grew up in the restaurant business.
Nice.
So I got a couple of restaurateurs that want me to write a cookbook, and part of it would be what diabetics should be eating and what diabetics should be staying away from. And we're not given medical advice. We're just given life experiences. This has worked for me. It may not work for you. I'll give you an example. I take my blood sugar testing before and after a meal. I'll have soup made with carrots, celery, no noodles in it, my blood sugar will be under 100. But I'll eat a hot dog, which is processed meat, and I'll skyrocket to 150. Yeah. So I know what foods affect me. They may not affect you that way, but it's something for you to look at and something for you to ask your doctor about.
It's about trial and error.
Yes, and it's about being aware. We're raising awareness. That's a good term. But for diabetes, if I write this cookbook, I'm going to have an entire chapter dedicated to diabetics. We call it Diabetics Corner. How's that?
There you go. Alrighty. So I got about a minute left.
If phone lines are still open?
Oh, they're still open, yes. 847.
Give the number.
Well, of course. 847-931-1410 is that number to dial. We're going to take a quick time out pretty soon here. When we come back, of course, we talk about food here on Out to Lunch. So we're going to talk about a great experience that you recently had as well, give some promotions, and we'll go from there. Again, you're listening to Matt and also Bill Pellerinos here, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. If you'd like to be a part of the conversation, you can feel free to comment live on youtube.com at WRMN Radio. Messages through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Or, of course, call us here live in studio at 847-931-1410. 847-931-1410. We'll be back after these messages.
Do you own an annuity, either fixed rate, indexed, or variable? Are you paying high fees and getting low returns? If so, Annuity General would like you to have this free book to learn the pitfalls and mistakes of buying an annuity. The Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers contains the little-known truths about annuities, like how to help reduce your fees and increase retirement income. And it's free. That's right, free. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report just for calling. We researched over 1,000 annuities and summarized rates and benefits from financially strong insurers. You get Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers and the Annuity Rate Report, both absolutely free for calling Annuity General today. Hurry, supplies are limited. Call now.
800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. 800-760-1845. That's 800-760-1845.
Your hometown radio station since 1949. We are WRMN AM 1410, Elgin time, 12 o'clock.
With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan. Brought to you by Cinta. Habitat for Humanity of Northern Fox Valley is calling for veterans and their communities to join a special Veteran Build event on Saturday in Elgin. The volunteer-driven construction effort, part of Habitat's ongoing support for veterans programs, will take place from 8:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. at 576 Wasco Avenue. Volunteers must be 16 years old or older. Elgin Community College is engaging in the Illinois Community College Board's Feed the Need food drive, a statewide initiative to combat hunger among college students. Participants are encouraged to donate non-perishable food items at the Student Life office located in Building B, Room B173, with the last day for drop-offs on November 30th. The Naperville City Council confirming that the next Naperville City Council meeting will take place on Tuesday, November 5th at 7 p.m. Tuesday is Election Day, but the City Council meeting in Naperville will go ahead. With your 1410 WRMN Newsflash, I'm Sean Kernan.
Hey, pet parents. With Progressive's collision coverage, you get extra protection for your cat or dog, because there's nothing worse than seeing your pet hurt. Like when you see their face after accidentally stepping on their tail, and you say, "I'm so sorry, Mr. Pickles." But as you kiss his nose and rub his little belly welly, you know Mr. Pickles is thinking, "You betrayed me." Anywho, Progressive pays up to $1,000 in vet bills if your pet is injured in an auto accident. Learn more at Progressive.com and watch where you step. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Collision coverage subject to policy terms. Not available in all states.
Order for Jennifer C. Is this my double shot, double cream, double froth, double pump, double hot, double whip, double sleeve? Yeah. Can you handle that much caffeine? Hey, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Well, I do now. Seriously, did you know Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year? Yeah, you just said that. Did you say I just said that? Yeah, I'm cutting you off. Did you say you're cutting me off?
You earn, we match. Unlimited cashback match. See terms at discover.com/credit card.
What's the best way to get rid of a timeshare that you don't want? Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline. We're a group of attorneys that help customers legally exit their timeshares. It's an easy process. We guarantee results or you pay nothing. Exit your timeshare today. Call now.
800-890-5957. 800-890-5957. That's 800-890-5957.
Take your family out or meet up with a friend for breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the Elgin IHOP, located at 101 Randall Road by the theater. They're open for dining 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Stop in at 3 p.m. for happy hour with discounted meal deals for early birds starting at just $6. You can choose from breakfast choices like the pancake sundaes or juicy burgers or maybe a classic burrito bowl. Check out the menu at ihop.com today.
Progressive presents the Sports Flash on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN. The Blackhawks continue a road trip tomorrow at Los Angeles against the Kings. LA 6-3-2, 3-0 at home. The Blackhawks are 3-7-1, 2-4-1 away from home. Last night they blew a 2-1 lead and fell 3-2 at San Jose. The Sharks have won 3 straight. Home game tomorrow for number 24 Illinois. The Illini square off with Minnesota. The Bears are on the road this Sunday taking on the Arizona Cardinals. The team looking to regroup after last week's 18-15 loss at Washington. On the injury report, Montez Sweat upgraded from a non-participant Wednesday to limited on Thursday. Tevin Jenkins limited Wednesday. He's dealing with a knee injury. Jaquan Brisker remains out. The safety's got a concussion. Defensive back Kyler Gordon dealing with a hamstring injury. Bundle auto and home, renters or condo, and save with Progressive. I'm Chuck Sanders on News Talk Radio 1410 WRMN.
Wendy's breakfast burrito has an entire breakfast in every bite. Fresh cracked eggs, seasoned potatoes, American cheese, cheese sauce, and sausage or bacon. So the first bite is like fresh American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the second bite is like fresh American cheese sauce. Bacon. And the third bite, you get the idea. The boss of breakfast burritos, gotta be Wendy's.
Participating U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective. A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide cleans better than the leading competitive free detergent, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
Plus, Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
Case closed.
Twin Zeros at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights, Illinois. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. Twin Zeros restaurant in Harwood Heights not only serves traditional gyros, but also has chicken gyro sandwiches. Twin Zeros also serves a variety of sandwiches ranging from cheeseburgers and Vienna beef hot dogs that have recently been inducted into the Vienna Beef Hot Dog Hall of Fame. Italian beef, Italian sausage, and combo sandwiches. To ethnic favorites such as Slovakia and Grecian chicken. Slovakia is shish kebabs, specifically chicken or pork shish kebabs, grilled to perfection, served on a warm pita with tomatoes, onions, and our homemade tzatziki sauce. You can also enjoy barbecue ribs served every day. Twins is open 7 days a week and also delivers locally. Located at 4870 North Harlem Avenue in Harwood Heights. Check out the full menu at twinzeros.com. That's twinzeros.com.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410. It is a beautiful sunny day outside today. Happy Friday. We are closer to the weekend. That's something to look forward to. We're getting ready, of course, for the holiday season. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. We're going to be out in Hampshire. I'm going to be out in Hampshire with Dino coming up. That'll be tomorrow from 2 until 4 o'clock. We're going to be broadcasting live out there. I will share details pretty soon. Stay tuned for that information. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the show so far. You're listening to and watching, if you're on YouTube, WRMN 1410 Radio. We've got here, of course, Bill Pellerinos still in the second hot seat here. Hello, hello.
Hello, thank you. And if you're just joining us, man, I'm wrapping up a discussion about my book called DUI Jury Trial. It's available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. It makes a great gift, as Matt said, for the holidays, and it's a true story of a truck driver that went to jury trial. I won't tell you the outcome. You'll have to read the book. But it's also a case in which I testified in as an expert witness. And that Matt's bringing up my other book, DUIs Decoded, which is actually my lesson plans from teaching police officers DUI detection. That's a great book if you have a friend or a relative that's a patrol officer in a police department that makes DUI arrests. That comes in very handy for them. So those are good gifts if you're looking for something unique for the holidays.
Hey, you've got 5-star ratings on the DUI jury trial.
Yes, I've been getting. Can you go down the reviews?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see the reviews.
So,
let's scroll down a little bit here.
Yeah,
Oh my
here,
goodness.
I like some of those reviews. It says, highly suggested for criminal justice students. I bought this book for my daughter. I can't read the fine. What does he say? I bought this book for my daughter.
Who's taking pre-law classes and is headed to law school soon, but I saw it laying around the house, so I ended up reading it. I was very surprised as to how easy a novel it is to read. Amazing story, too. Legal system is very complex system. That's why lawyers go to 3 years of law, recommending reading, especially for law students.
Yes, but it's not just specifically for lawyers and law students. This book was catered, and I wrote it with an eye for the average reader. I don't have too much legalese in it. I have included some back chapters. One is tips and clues that we give on our radio shows about public safety. One more chapter is about seminars that I do for policemen, and one chapter is seminars that I do for that I present for attorneys defending or prosecuting DUI cases. But 90% of the book is the trial itself. And it's interesting. It took me 7 months to put it together. So I highly recommend it. One more time before we go to the next topic, DUI Jury Trial by William Pellerinos. Or for the policeman, it's DUIs Decoded, also for me, by me. So with that being said, I also made an announcement earlier that the administration here of WRMN 1410 AM wants me to come back a little earlier than I had planned to start broadcasting again. I usually broadcast Memorial Day to Labor Day. And you know, broadcasting is not easy. You just can't go on and say, hello, we're here. Can anybody call in and ask a question? Because sometimes you get 0 call-ins. Mm-hmm. I don't mind calling questions, but you can't count on them. You got to have some content. You have to have a message to get out. My shows are always about my life experiences, somebody else's life experience, tips and clues, public safety. So beginning on Friday, January 3rd at 1 p.m., I'm going to come back to WRMN weekly, and the show's going to be called Life Experiences with William Pellerinos. And not only my life experience in the legal system, in the medical system, but also other people. I'm going to bring in other people. And when I talk about the medical system, I'm not a doctor. I'm talking about as a patient, what I've gone through. You know, you read all these. I just went to, I took one of these heart scans, and I'll explain that on my next show. But I took one of these heart scans. The federal government gave a $2 billion grant so people can start taking heart scans. You pay less than $60 for, you're aware of this, right? A heart CT scan. So many people are having heart attacks. The theory is it's related to the COVID shots. I don't know. And regardless, I took a COVID shot. I've had the booster, so I didn't want to take no chances. But I'm going to give my life experience when we start the show with that heart CT scan, what I went through to avoid pratfalls from the next person, for them to be prepared. When you're in the medical system, just like the legal system, they run you through like the drive-through at McDonald's. Next. You got about 30 seconds in front of that judge. You got about 20 minutes with that doctor. Next.
Yep.
It's become a big assembly line, the medical and legal system. At least that's my opinion. I couldn't even get off the table from the heart scan when she says, I got another patient. They were running him through like hotcakes. It's interesting, but I don't think people should be treated like cattle.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're going through medical, whatever it is, or into the legal system, I don't think people should be treated like cattle. Everybody's an individual. Your problems may be more serious than the one before or the one after you, or less serious. But everybody standing there is a person and should be treated with respect and dignity.
Yep.
And we're going to get that out. And we're going to start January 3rd, 1 p.m., Life Experiences with William Pellerinos. Since we're talking about Out to Lunch, one of my favorite topics is eating.
But of course.
Let's talk about lunch. Ask me where I went today before the show.
Okay. Where'd you go today before the show?
Paul's Restaurant here in lovely Elgin.
All right. Tell us about your experience.
Okay. All summer long, we've been talking about restaurants, and you happen to mention Paul's a couple of times. You've been there many times, right?
Of course. I know the people very dearly.
McLean and what's the cross street?
It's 1300 Lawrence Avenue in McLean.
Okay. So I used the GPS to get there. I've never been there. I walked in. Very nice place. Very clean. Big. It's much bigger than Ray's restaurant. Ray's is also a good place too in Elgin. So I walk in there, they seat me at a table. They got tables and booths, and I believe they even got a little counter space too.
They do.
So I sit down and I look at their menu, and I love big breakfast menus. So I did the Denver omelet. It comes with potatoes and toast.
They called the Denver omelet, you said?
Denver omelet, just spectacular. Now, I had to add American cheese to it. You could have made anything you want. You could say cheddar, American, Swiss, whatever you want. But it was spectacular. So the food server, the waitress that was serving me, I told her, hey, I've been listening to a guy talking about this radio on the radio station during the summer. This is my first time here. Do you have a breakfast menu? And she gives me the breakfast menu. They got a lunch menu, too.
Of course.
Yeah.
And dinner.
But I wanted to go for breakfast. And it was just spectacular. It was delicious. It was huge. It wasn't skimpy.
Mm-hmm.
It was a huge omelet. It was filling. It was nice. While I'm there, there's two ladies there. And I see a crowd come of the employees, about 6 of them. And they start singing "Happy Birthday to You" to the older woman.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So I assume she was the lady's mother. So I also join in, "Happy birthday to you." But I don't know her name, so when they say her name, I think, don't quote me, but I think it was Natalie. So they said, "Happy birthday." So I said, "Young lady, whenever they ask you what your age is, always say 39. She was way older than 39. I didn't have my hearing aids on. I thought she said she was 78. No, she's 98.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Wow. And she was spectacular. She wasn't frail. I mean, she used a walker, but she was just in really good shape.
That's awesome.
And I told her, I read an article many years ago about this little village where these people were living to be 100. And they asked them, "What's your secret to longevity?" And they said, olive oil. So I'm going to order extra olive oil with my Denver omelet.
I've heard multiple things. Have a glass of wine a day. Don't have any wine. I don't know.
We got to get on my show or on your show, we got to get a dietitian.
Yeah.
We got to get a dietitian. A doctor specializes in food consumption and liquids. We got to get a dietitian on, and that's the bottom line. But we try to get as much info. My show has always been public service announcement. It's a huge public, letting people know what to stay away from, what to do, and if you do it, what's the best resolution? You know, like with the DUI arrest. If you get, I don't condone drug trial, but if you get arrested, you need a good defense counsel. You need somebody to help you out, get through this. Make sure your license doesn't get suspended and move forward, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, folks, if you want to check it out, paulsofelgin.com or also on their Facebook page, Paul's Family Restaurant. Yes. Very wonderful place to go to. Absolutely. So, very nice. I always like their sausage and cheese omelet.
Yes. And to Natalie, if I'm correcting your name, happy birthday. A shout out to her, 98 years old. What a great, and they were so nice, and it was just a nice experience when you run it. Periodically, you'll run into an event like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, Paul's Family Restaurant is someplace I'm going to go back to. The service was quick. Really, they sat me down real fast. There was no waiting, and it was busy, but there was no waiting. Mm-hmm. It's a really good restaurant.
Yes,
absolutely. If you're out in the Elgin area.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Always, I love Elaine's, the owner, Elaine's style, and her dad as well too. He made all the tables.
Who?
The owner. The owner.
Oh, he did.
He's almost 100.
You're kidding. Old. Olive oil.
He made all the tables by hand.
And he's Greek, right?
Yeah.
The Greeks and Italians, olive oil. They consume it like it's going out of style.
So just a wonderful family and a great place to go to. So if you've never been, of course, feel free to check it out. Paul's Family Restaurant. They're at 1300 Lawrence Avenue and McLean in Elgin. Very good. So
check the hours. I know they open at 7, but I don't know what time they close.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. So Paul's of Elgin, let me see here. They are open. Let's see. I know they're closed on Mondays. So they're open Tuesday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. So 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. If you want to wake up early in the morning, have a nice breakfast, or go a little bit later for a nice dinner, good place to go to. Absolutely.
Speaking about food, I go to restaurants for breakfast. It's more trouble for me to make breakfast at home. It takes me longer. And I have to buy ingredients that go bad after a while. Mm-hmm. I don't eat all the bacon that I've cooked. And if you throw out food that's expired, that's cash in the trash. Yeah. It's just easier for me to go to a restaurant like Paul's in Elgin or Ray's in Elgin, mm-hmm. or JoJo's Diner in Schaumburg, and just order their breakfast omelets or skillets. And there's so many ingredients in there for me to go buy and chopping these potatoes, chopping these broccoli, chopping all this stuff up. It's just easier for me to go pay the $20 and just give me, and it comes with potatoes and toast. I mean, how much more can you ask for?
Yep, you got everything that you need.
Everything that you need is done. And there's no cleanup, no dishes, mm-hmm. That's why I like eating out.
I like eating out too. I can't do it all the time, but I do like eating out.
Yes, I do. But for breakfast especially, or brunch. For many, many, many years, McDonald's would not serve breakfast after 10:30. You remember this? Mm-hmm. And that became a big issue with people. One day I pulled up 10:29, and I said, well, let me have them, whatever their breakfast was. Sir, we just changed it over to our lunch menu. Well, I don't want lunch. How hard would it be to throw in another one?
They used to have breakfast all day.
Now they do.
Now
they do, yes.
Really?
Breakfast all day. Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. But you know what? They've had some issues, McDonald's, with some, recently they've had some issues with their onions. So personally, and that's just me, I'm just staying away from McDonald's. I'm just going to the regular restaurants.
I've been getting the Filet-O-Fish.
A lot of people don't know this. But many McDonald's restaurants, you can ask for a double Filet-O-Fish.
My aunt told me that the other day, too. I said,
this way, you don't have to eat 2 sandwiches with extra carbs. I'm being diabetic. I try to cut down the carbs. I'd rather have 1 sandwich with twice the meat or twice the fish patty than have 2 sandwiches.
Sometimes what I'll do is I'll peel off some of the bread and just have an open-end sandwich, kind of.
Yes.
If I don't want the extra carbs.
Yes. But you're not diabetic, are you?
No.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it.
I know.
You're thin as a rail.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Ryan is, not me.
Hey, if you got we're on the food portion of our show here. If you got a good food question or comment, call us in
847-931-1410. There we go. We're bouncing off each other. Here we go. Awesome. Yeah, so that's another good place to go to. I just saw Linda wave by, our honkin' wave by. Very nice. Feel free to give us a call, give us a comment here as well. Don't forget, coming up pretty soon, we're going to be in our Tradio segment. Yes. If you're looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, we'll be in that segment in about 12 minutes or so. So stay tuned, of course, for that. It's getting to the holiday season. There might be people out there that are looking for Christmas decorations or holiday decorations. That'll be the time to call in. Garage sale season's starting to kind of end. Have you been into any garage sales recently?
I go to flea markets, but the Rosemont Flea Market just ended this weekend. But there is some antique markets that are going on. I believe November 8th and 9th in Grays Lake. There's an antique antique show and flea market going on there.
I think the Kane County one's coming up this weekend. I will double check. I do believe it is this weekend. Might have to go.
I think it was last week with the Halloween one. Is that what you're talking about?
No, that was the toy show. The toy show. I gotta see the show dates and times. Let me see here. Today is November 1st. It is November 2nd and November 3rd. It's tomorrow.
Kane County Flea Market?
Yep, I'm gonna go. I got a watch too. I got it for like $3, $2, maybe even $1. I don't remember.
What do you need a watch for? You got your cell phone with the time.
I like wearing watches as just a fashion statement. They don't work, but I don't know. Anyways, We've got a caller on hold.
Call.
Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
Hi. How you doing, Bill?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
This is Rita.
Hello, Rita. How are you today?
I'm fine. Here's a question for you. When, this has been years past, when you would want, like barbecue ribs, you could get beef. Today, all they seem to have is pork. What happened to the beef ribs is my question for you. And I'll get off the air. Thank you.
All right, Rita. She's asking about barbecue. Why it's what happened to the beef?
There's barbecue pork and barbecue beef ribs.
What happened to the beef?
She's asking about the beef. What about them?
That she can't find it anymore.
She can't find them?
I guess.
Is she still on the line?
No, she dropped.
Oh, okay. I personally, it's just a personal. I don't like the barbecue beef. I like the ribs. I like the baby back ribs, or I like the St. Louis ribs.
Okay.
They're a little tougher, but I like them both. I cook them with different. If I'm cooking pork, and I gave this little tip include during the summer. When I'm cooking barbecue ribs, in order to make them fall off the bone so you don't have to get chewy, I boil them for 15 minutes before I put them on the grill.
Okay.
So I boil them in a pot for about 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, and then I slice them up into maybe 2 or 3 bone separations, and then I cook them on my barbecue grill.
See, now what our family does is we slow roast it. So we put it in the crock pot for like the day.
Yes,
and then put them
that's
on
a
the
15-hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there are places that do that dry rub, and there's a Texas-style kind of cooking. It's an all-day thing. Me, I like to eat quickly. I have no patience.
I know, me too.
I want it now.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, so I want it as fast as possible. I don't mind cooking for an hour, but I can't do 15-hour ordeals.
Yeah.
By the time the 15-hour comes, I probably eat 9 different meals.
Yeah, exactly. We've got Wendy in the comments. Hello, Wendy. She says in 2020, all day for breakfast was discontinued at McDonald's. I could have sworn that was the case, too, because I don't remember them ever having all day in the past since COVID. I'm pretty sure.
They discontinued it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I can't find, sometimes I'm like, I want a breakfast burrito maybe for like a little snack.
You know what? I'm going to have to do some research on that. But, like I said, because of this little controversy and with McDonald's, I don't want to get too deep into it, but some people have some problems with the onions on their quarter pounders. I haven't been eating there lately, so I've been staying away from the McDonald's.
Yeah.
And the thing with me personally, and that's just personal, when I eat McDonald's, except for the fish fillet or the breakfast, I get heartburn.
Okay.
So I got to take Nexium. But that's just me. That's my body.
Yeah.
So I stay away from a lot of sandwiches. But I was eating the breakfast, the number 2, which is...
sausage, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, sausage
McMuffin.
with sausage McMuffin with egg.
That's what I get.
Very good. Matt, I'll take McDonald's questions for 500.
Yeah, really. I know. I go to McDonald's too much. Yeah. I get the number 7, which is the 2 burritos.
But you know what? When you're traveling, when you're going from state to state, I don't know off the highway. I don't know Bob's Steak Shop, but I know what McDonald's serves. So, that's a lot of people when they're traveling will stop at McDonald's or Burger King or Wendy's to eat because they know the menu. They feel secure with that national franchise. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. My brothers in the orphanage had McDonald's in Russia.
Really?
They don't have it anymore. But McDonald's is McDonald's. It's huge. Everyone knows, the menus and stuff.
But I'm going to come back here in 2 weeks, and I'm going to have a very special guest. I'm going to have a singer. He's a tenor.
Nice.
He's doing a holiday show, a benefit, and I asked him to come on and jump on the show with us so we could promote it. He's doing it at the American Legion Hall in Franklin Park. It's going to be a nice show, little uppity. It's the Christmas holiday. Sometimes people get bummed out. People get depressed sometimes during Christmas. And the holiday season. Let's have some holiday cheer.
Yep.
Let's go to these shows. Let's listen to some upbeat music and try to cheer up. So I'm going to bring in 2 weeks. I'll be back on the 15th of November, Friday, on your show, Out to Lunch. And I'll have your secret McDonald's breakfast question resolved.
Oh, my goodness. And you know what? I have to say, do you remember the chicken snack wraps?
The what?
The chicken snack wraps.
No.
Oh, those were my favorite.
But you know which one I used to indulge in and I shouldn't because I used to shoot up my blood sugar was the McRib.
Yeah.
It's only seasonal, but me and my friends were fanatics for it.
Okay.
But there must be a little sugar in the sauce because it was increasing my blood sugar. So I got to watch as a diabetic. I have to follow my blood glucose.
I'll stick to the homemade ribs.
Yes. So with that being said, I just want to reiterate for you looking for a nice holiday gift, DUI jury trial is on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. If you're looking for a gift for a police officer or maybe even an attorney, DUI's Decoded is also on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. And I'm running around doing a few book signings at some establishments. I'll give the locations on our next show.
Awesome.
And I appreciate you having me on. And you're going to Tradio at 12:30, right?
We are going to Tradio, yes. So, folks, stay tuned. Of course, if you are interested in buying, selling, trading, and or announcing to the Fox River Valley area. This will be the time here coming up in about 5 minutes to call in for Tradio 847-931-1410 through the text number, the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, that is 505-926-1410. Or also you can email me as well, Matt McNeil at WRMN1410.com. So feel free to do it any of those ways. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more in just a bit.
This is WRMN News.
I'm Marky B reporting. A Bartlett Elementary School principal has been placed on administrative leave. Elgin Area School District U46 officials issued a brief statement Wednesday saying that Centennial Elementary School Principal Matthew Palser was placed on leave this past Monday. Bill Doran, a retired principal from Algonquin-based Unit District 300, will give additional support at Centennial until further notice. A parent said parents and some staff members have expressed surprise about the move, and some have written letters or contacted school board members and district administrators to show support for Palser. Palser has served as principal at Centennial Elementary since the 21-22 school year, according to the district's website. The next regularly scheduled school board meeting is at 7 o'clock next Monday at the district offices at 355 East Chicago Street in Elgin. The Elgin Police Department has posted updates on their Facebook page from 4 separate shooting investigations during the month of October. We'll get an update on those from Chief Anna Lally and more tomorrow morning during Fridays with the Finest on the first shift at 9 o'clock. And the area high school football playoffs are set to begin this weekend. In games of local interest, in Class 8A, South Elgin takes on Barrington. Huntley is at number 4, West Aurora, who had an undefeated 9-0 season. In Class 7A, it'll be Rolling Meadows against St. Charles North, ranked 3rd. Collinsville takes on 4th-ranked Batavia, and West Chicago takes on Normal Community. And in 6A football, it'll be number 1 Cary Grove hosting Senn. It's Geneva, number 3, hosting Amundsen, and Burlington Central, number 6, will take on number 11 Grant. I'm Marky B. You're listening to the Talk of the Town.
WRMN News. Produced in Studio 14 by the River Media Network. American Legion Post 57 in Elgin, Illinois presents Legion Cruise Nights. Wednesdays, May 8th, June 12th, July 10th, August 14th, and September 11th from 5 to 8 p.m. Come out and enjoy a great evening of cars, food, and music. Motorcycles, cars, trucks, military vehicles are all welcome. 50-50 raffles, door prizes. The event being sponsored by the American Legion Riders Post 57, 820 North Liberty Street in Elgin, Illinois. Searching for a financial partner that truly has your best interest at heart? Join KCT Credit Union, where they're more than just a bank. They're a not-for-profit financial cooperative. KCT members are owners, meaning profits go back to you in the form of lower loan rates, higher savings rates, and fewer fees. Experience personalized service that puts you first. Become a part of KCT, where your financial well-being is their top priority. Visit kctcu.org. Each account insured up to $250,000 by member's choice. This institution is not federally insured.
A dream that's been cooking for years, Maria's Little Italy in Sycamore is waiting for you to come and enjoy authentic recipes handed down for generations. Stop in and enjoy bruschetta, handmade focaccia bread, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and more. Dine in, take out, delivery, or catering is all available. Go to mariaslittle.italy.com and see what you've been missing. From their family to yours, welcome to Maria's Little Italy, where food brings families together.
Oh no, I just hit that post and my car's got a dent.
Uh-oh, better get Mako.
Oh yeah? Where are they?
Mako is America's body shop. They're the world's largest provider of paint and collision services. They're located at 212 Western Avenue in Carpentersville, across from Spring Hill Mall. I've used them. Check out my car.
Wow, looking good.
Everything was so easy and affordable. Hummer and staff were super friendly and really knew their stuff.
I'm going to call them now.
Mention WRMN 1410 at the Carpentersville Mako and receive 10% off today.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, and we are officially now in our Tradio segment. If you are looking to buy, sell, trade, and or announce to the Fox River Valley area, feel free to give us a call here today. That number to dial is 847-931-1410, 847-931-1410. You can also feel free to contact us through the Image 360 info number at 505-926-1410. Again, that's 505-926-1410. That is our Image 360 number, brought to you by, of course, Image 360 in South Elgin, your expert source of comprehensive custom signs and graphic solutions in South Elgin, distinguishing themselves as an industry leader that provides creative and effective custom signs and graphic solutions. They're more than just a one-stop sign shop. They work with you from project conception to installation and prioritize collaboration and consultation throughout the entire process. From business signs to office signs, their sign company's expert team focuses on delivering superior quality graphics and displays while ensuring they meet your time frame as well as budget. So if you would like to take a look at more information, please feel free to visit their website at image360.com/South Elgin. That's the South Elgin location. You can feel free to call their number 847-488-0650. That's 847-488-0650. So there you go. Let's take a look here and a listen. We've got some Tradio callers that have recently called in within the past couple of weeks. We have a Tradio caller from a couple days ago. She is selling some furniture. Now, what's included in this furniture here? Well, she has a pit couch. It's in the color brown. It's huge in size. It's about 20 years old, still in great condition. The asking price is $100 or best offer. She also has here a CPAC machine with hoses and face masks for a Dream Station from Philips. Now, she's located out in Huntley, so if anyone would like to reach out to her, that number to dial is 847-271-8219. Again, that's 847-271-8219 is the number to call for the pit couch and also the CPAC machine with hoses and face masks as well, too. Another Tradio caller here has the, in total, 10 of these. So he has 10 of these. They're fluorescent 4-foot light fixtures. So there's some nice light fixtures that you can put in your home or in your office. They're 2 bulb each on those, and they do come with the plastic covers. So 10 of those in total, they're $20 a piece. You can get 1, 2, or even all 10 if you'd like, however you'd like. So if you're interested in that, feel free to reach out to him. That number to dial is 847-697-7876. Again, that's 847-697-7876 is the number to dial. Another Tradio caller here has the 13 bundles of shingles for sale. Now, they're architectural shingles. They're in the color Estate Gray. Also included in this as well, 2 rolls of ice and water barriers to get you ready for the winter season, especially with the ice. And also maybe the rain too. $150 for it. Also has here a shed in a box in excellent condition. It measures 10 by 17. Also $150 for that. So if anyone is interested in any of these items just listed, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 847-8813. Again, 847-8813. Another Tradio caller here. This is Antique Jim. He buys those antiques, lots of different kinds. You never know, you might have something that he's been looking for, or feel free to present to him some of your own items. He pays in cash. Feel free to reach out to him. That number to dial is 847-414-7267. Again, that's 847-414-7267 is that number to dial. We have another Tradio caller here. Of course, this is Wood by Jeff, located out in Elburn. He is still looking for a place for his shop, so feel free to reach out to him. He's looking for the Elburn or Naperville area, but he is also, of course, open to different possibilities. He's a really nice guy. He loves what he does, and he's really good at it too. He does lots of woodworking. He also has a lot of cool stuff for free that he is getting rid of. He has some, some window screens that are adjustable. He has mail sorters. They're put together kits, so you got to put them together first. He has a solar heating kit for free. He also made a cute little hobbit house. It's 16 inches square. It has a loft in it too. And then he also has some cedar wood pieces, concrete boards, shelving boards, and also some firewood too. Now, he is also looking to sell some walnut and oak lumber. So feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-365-9488. Again, that's 630-365-9488. Taking a look here, we do have a caller on hold. Let's take it to the phone lines. Hi there, caller. You're on WRMN.
Hi, I'm looking for motorcycles or scooters, Japanese scooters, not the Chinese ones, but any motorcycles, running or not, been sitting for years, okay. I'm a cash buyer. I have my own trailer. I'll come pick it up, no problem. 630-335-3312. That's 630-335-3312. My name's Tony. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great day.
You as well. Thanks for calling in. Bye-bye now. All right, we've got Motorcycle Tony calling in here on the 1st of November. He's looking for those Japanese-style motorcycles and scooters, and they can also be in any condition as well here. So they can be in any condition. He pays cash. He has a trailer also for transportation. And then if you are interested, feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-335-3312. 630-335-3312. That's Motorcycle Tony looking for those motorcycles and also Japanese scooters. Let's take a look here and a listen. We've got some other Tradio callers here. Coming up tomorrow. So tomorrow here, American Legion is hosting their meat raffle. That'll be coming up tomorrow. That is from 5 to 9 p.m. So that'll be located at 820 North Liberty Street in Elgin. You can find out more information at allelginpost57.com. Or, of course, you can also contact their phone number. Their phone number is 847-741-2358. You can visit their Facebook page, at the American Legion Elgin Post 57, or also check them out online as well. That is AL Elgin Post 57. So AL Elgin Post 57. They recently did update and have now posted their November/December postscripts. So if you would like to take a look at that, they have their new issue. It is volume 29, issue 2 for November and also December as well. So feel free to take a look at that information there too. There's Mark Smith up there too. Very nice. And you can take a look at everything that is that happened and also is coming up as well too. There's the annual meat raffle. I've got it up on the screen for those of you watching on YouTube, telling you a bit of information on that. Free turkey sandwiches Saturday night. Yes, free. Raffle tickets are $1 each or 6 for $5. So there you go. That is coming up here. You can also check out other events that are going to be coming up here as well. So feel free to take a look at that information posted on there on their website. And you can also find it, of course, on their Facebook page. It does say, remember to fall back this weekend. There you go. For Elgin Township folks who want to keep ticking on time on Sunday and get an extra hour of sleep, be sure to turn your clocks back 1 hour. Yes, so that's good information. Thank you to Elgin Township for posting that and for the American Legion for reposting that. Very, very nice. So thank you so much for that too. They also did post some other things as well, so feel free to take a look at that information. Don't forget, it is their fish fry today. They've got it going on right now for lunch until 2 p.m. and later tonight, dinner from 4 to 7 p.m. You get the baked haddock orders. Now, again, don't forget also too that it does take a little bit of time to make them, of course, and bake them. So with understanding that orders are made fresh, might be a little bit longer. So good to be patient there, but definitely worth it. So come in and try it out. Their new beer battered haddock, along with some other great options as well too. So very good. Let's see here some other Tradio callers as well. Continuing on here, we have a Tradio caller has that 1977 Corvette for sale. Needs a little work, but it does run well. 5,000 or best offer. They're located out in Elgin. Feel free to reach out to him. That number is 630-400. I almost said 440. It's 400-2730. So again, 630-400-2730. That's the number to dial. And then let's see here. Another Tradio caller has the 14 3-drawer filing cabinets. They're completely steel. Tops are rusted. Great for scrap metal. Giving them away for free. That number to dial is 630-267-5543. Again, that is 630-267-5543. And those are the Tradio callers that have called in within the past couple of weeks or so. If you would like to add yourself to the list, you know the number to dial here, 847-931-1410, or you can also text it to the Image 360 number at 505-926-1410. We're going to take another quick time out here. We'll be back with more of our Tradio segment and Out to Lunch with WRMN. Stay tuned.
This is Larry Jones, and I'd like to talk to you about my bank, American Eagle Bank in South Elgin. Has your bank changed names in the last 10 years? Is your bank another faceless branch with headquarters in another city? Are you tired of earning next to nothing on your savings account or certificates of deposit, or does your personal banker treat you like a stranger? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then you're ready for a new banking experience, and American Eagle is the place for you. American Eagle is a locally owned independent bank that's rooted in the community, and American Eagle customers are greeted by name and treated with the respect that they deserve. American Eagle has an innovative program, Eagle Savings, that teaches your children to save while earning prizes and rewards. American Eagle offers great rates on certificates of deposit. My bank is located in South Elgin on Randall Road between the Target and Caputo's and is open Monday through Saturday. Give them a call at 847-742-7400 and a real person will answer the phone. American Eagle Bank, a place where you matter.
It's always exciting to hear Elgin business owners like Tanner Melvin of Side Street Studios share positivity about the local community.
Elgin is on its way, and it has been. And sometimes, we got set back, the pandemic, and it's been rough. Everyone has felt it, and in so many different ways. What we're trying to do is a lot of hand-holding and shoulder rubbing and being like, it's okay, it's okay. We're trying to get this town a lot more money. We're very lucky to live in this community right now. There's nothing like this around here.
Feel the positive power of the first shift with me, Marky B, weekday mornings on WRMN.
El Diablo Cantina, located by Spring Hill Mall at 113 Southwestern in Carpentersville, is your fun, hip, and festive family Mexican cantina, serving authentic recipes from all over Mexico that are made fresh daily. There's delicious cocktails using fresh fruits or your choice of 30 craft beers, which go great with the menu. There's indoor and outdoor dining, open from 4 till 11 and until 4 a.m. on weekends, featuring Latin line dancing. Visit eldiablocantina.com today.
Now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com is the book called DUI Jury Trial, which is the true story of a truck driver in Illinois who was charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Not only was he facing a revocation of his driver's license, but also a lifetime disqualification of his CDL, which would prevent him from ever driving a semi-truck again. This book includes backstories of the truck driver, the lawyers that defended the case, and the DUI expert witness who analyzed the case and then testified at trial as to the proper protocol procedures of the field sobriety tests as well as the breathalyzer test. This nonfiction novel also includes the actual court transcript from the jury trial, a courtroom showdown in which the final verdict would determine the fate of the defendant's livelihood. The book DUI Jury Trial is now available on Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com.
All right, welcome back, folks, to Out to Lunch with WRMN, AM 1410, Voice of the Valley, Talk of the Town, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you are enjoying the show so far. We still have about 10 minutes left here of our Tradio segment, and also continuing on, of course, here with some other announcements as well here, too. So we've got another Tradio caller, pardon me, that just listed something here. There are some movie posters for sale now. I've talked about this before, but there's some movie posters for sale. They're original theatrical film posters. Yes, like what you've seen in the movie theaters. Film posters that make great wall art as well, too, especially if you're a collector. They work well, of course, as wonderful gift ideas. So if you're looking for specific posters, feel free to contact Bill. That number is 708-793-3980. Again, that's 708-793-3980. Or you can also email him at billsellsposters@gmail.com. Again, that's billsellsposters@gmail.com. Some of the posters that are featured here include John Wayne in Big Jake, as well as Soylent Green with Carlton Heston, Westworld with, so there's Westworld, there's Psycho 2 and Psycho 3 with Anthony Perkins, some other ones, Jane Fonda, there's Hellboy with Ron Perlman, let's see, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and some other ones as well, too. So, again, that is billsellsposters@gmail.com. Again, billsellsposters@gmail.com. Or you can also text him. That number is 708-793-3980. We'll take it to the phone lines here. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Could you repeat the phone number for them file cabinets?
Of course, absolutely. Let me scroll up the page here. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Okay.
That is 630 267
Okay.
5543.
5543.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Bye-bye now. Yes, so we've got now a caller that called in here for the 14 three-drawer filing cabinets. Very nice. Best of luck to you. I hope you're able to get those. And that's great. Awesome. Very good. Let's see here. We'll take it back to the phone lines. Hi, you're on with WRMN. All right, we'll take it to you. Hi there, caller. Welcome to the show.
G'day, Matt.
Oh my goodness, and good day to you as well. How are you doing today, Derica?
I'm good. G'day, Brandon. I saw your message in Marky B's YouTube comments. I'm glad that you finally said hello to me, and how are you? And g'day, Wendy.
Very nice. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Very good. That's awesome. What are your plans for today?
Well, it's Saturday here now. I'm going to hopefully have a good weekend.
That's good. Let's hope for the best. Absolutely. You got any fun plans? Are you going to be watching some TV? Going to chilling with your cat, Pikachu? Is that right, Pikachu?
Yeah.
Very nice.
I probably could do that. I haven't got any money to spend anywhere. I'm broke again.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, you know what? You make the best of it. You can find things to do, of course. There's always good stuff to do. Going outside. How's the weather out there?
It's nice. It's actually hot here now, so it's practically summer. So, well, it's still spring at the moment, but it'll be summer right at the start of next month. But yeah, we have Christmas in the hot weather here in Australia.
Oh, very nice. So it's definitely the winter time.
Yeah, and Thanksgiving is not a holiday here.
Oh, really? Okay. So it's not a holiday.
We don't celebrate Thanksgiving here.
Interesting. So what do you celebrate during that time?
Well, we do have the Black Friday sales. That's recently started in the last 5 years or so or whatever, and we've got those, but we just don't have the Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay.
And all those sort of goodies and things. We don't have that.
Okay. Well, hopefully it'll be pretty nice. You said now it's warmer there, right?
Yeah, it's practically summer.
Practically summer. So you're definitely. Do you like to go swimming?
I can't really swim because when I was in year 3, I had a bad teacher teaching me how to swim. And she was a nun, believe it or not, and she was a bit mean. And so I can't really swim. So it costs a bit to go to the pool. And besides, I haven't been in the pool for so long, I'd have to get a swimsuit that would fit me.
Okay. Well,
a while back I did buy a swimsuit, but I haven't put it on since then, and so I don't think it'll fit me anymore.
Okay. Well, hopefully you'll find something fun to do. Are you, you know what I think about? I like when it's the summertime, and I like drinking some nice cold lemonade. Do you like to drink lemonade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Well, very good. Well, hey, I hope you're having a good day. What's the time over there right now?
It is 3:55 a.m. Saturday.
3:55. All right. Very nice. Hey, well, Derica, I do have another caller on hold, so I'm going to have to let you go for the day, but I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and, of course, a spectacular weekend. Thanks for calling in today.
Okay, and if you get a chance, can you please play, since Marky B doesn't really like the song, can you please play Teach Me to Drive, Dad? It's no singing, it's all talking. And the video clip is of John Williamson in a blue shirt with a collar on it.
Okay.
And it's on a stage in front of a live audience.
Oh, very nice.
There's him and another guy playing his son, but it's very funny. If you play it right through to the end, you'll see the funny bit right at the end.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, thanks again for calling in. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, Derica.
Okay.
All righty. Bye-bye now. All right, we'll take it back to the phone lines. Thanks again, Derica, for calling in. Hi there, caller. You're on with WRMN.
Hey, Matt. This is Jeff.
Hey.
I have to go like halfway to probably, or either to Valparaiso, Indiana, or about halfway, and I'm looking for someone that has either a pickup truck or a van. I'm starting to buy a van, but I don't have plates on it or anything, and I don't want to obviously get stopped. You know, if someone helps me out with this, I could like give them $50 and buy them lunch or something like that, and I'll give them a tour of the shop too. So I'm hoping to go today, you know, as soon as possible. And if someone could give me a call at 630-365-9488.
All right, sounds good. Now, you still, of course, have a lot of those great free items as well as two.
I have different items. Some of it has changed today. Some guys got some walnut boards. I have some oak boards left. I've been charging like $2 a board foot, so that if it's an inch thick, a foot wide, every linear foot is $2. So if it was 10 feet long, that would be like $20, which is better than the store prices, you know. And then I have some of the other things like the mail sorters, and I still have those screen things. And I'm technically supposed to be out by yesterday. So if people are, you know, please get a hold of me as soon as possible about this stuff.
Sounds good. Hey, Jeff, thanks so much for calling in today. You have a good rest of your day.
Thanks a lot.
Of course. Bye-bye now. All right, Jeff is looking for someone to help him with, if someone has like a pickup truck, he was hoping to get somewhere today. So if anyone is interested, reach out to him. That number is 630-365-9488. 630-365-9488. Thanks everyone for listening in today. Out to Lunch with WRMN AM 1410, broadcasting live here from downtown Elgin, serving the Fox River Valley. We hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Your hometown radio, 1949, RMN 10, Elgin time, 1 o'clock.
Night out with friends at Galati's Hideaway.